Taurus, I pray all is well with you. Welcome to your October 2025 tarot reading. I just saged, by the way. And let's go ahead and get into these messages for you guys. Ooh, you have this Four of Cups, the Emperor, Judgment, and the High Priestess. There's something here about you feeling a little bit disinterested about something that is happening related to how a relationship or connection is coming in, because they're coming in or you're coming in or being seen as this Emperor. There's something here with Judgment in between and one being High Priestess, okay, and how that dynamic works. Perhaps you can look into this dynamic, or you may have needed to know how the dynamic was coming through. You could have been very self-aware that somebody is very powerful, potent. You did not want to put them down, but you wanted to get to know how they express themselves and things like that before you communicated or went about something. This person could be of a higher stature or something like that, or the way in which they come to be different in their demeanor than yours. Be mindful here that you could have also dealt with toxic situations or people, places, and things, or there could be people that come with people who carry that darker energy here that you no longer you haven't been interested in necessarily, but I feel like it's more so you can't ignore. And I feel here that you've been having to consider what you'll do about this. With the Prince of Swords that is coming through for Taurus, you have the opportunity to communicate, to try something new, or to express that you are feeling like you should. There could be some phone calls, communication here, perhaps a situation that you've dealt with prior or something that you're considering here. I do get this vibration here that there was something about obsession. People may like you. There could be spontaneity in what you're doing. People could view you in a positive light, want to connect with you, call you, see what you're up to. They could also express what they've been going through, but I feel like you're progressing. You're pushing through this energy. You're no longer distorting yourself. This could have even been an energy that you were in involving like what other people are going through or how it transpires for yourself, how you work, how you connect, what your hobby is could also be of influence here. But I feel here that there's been a vehicular situation or circumstance, or your progression related to a circumstance here. There could have been something unknown that you're uncovering about a situation with a little bit more detail. I feel like this is going to be something that is easy for you to, work through or maneuver through. It's an uncomplicating situation, or it's uncomplicating itself. And I also feel here that this is something that Source is saying you should not worry about it. It's something that was meant to happen so that you did not have a conflict here, okay? With the Four of Pentacles, it's more so to keep you safe, informed, and protected. I'm also getting here when it comes to financial situations that you receive from work, there's going to be some new unknown person or something like that. This is saying here that you may need to be mindful. If you're training somebody, for example, be mindful here that sometimes you may come off as not necessarily fully explaining something, or you need to remember that this person is new, unaware to something. And so maybe the way that you're saying certain things, you may need to take a little bit more time or review coming up soon in like 3 days, 4 days or so from when this video first posted. Some of you guys have already done this, okay? But I'm getting this vibe here. If you're saying you've already done it, you're not doing it again. That Source is kind of like saying that this is why they were treating you the way that they were treating you or are going to. So just be mindful of that. If you're doing what you need to, I just see you're not going to worry about it. You're going to be getting that support. You're going to be getting that positive influence, recognition, people wanting to collaborate with you more, cooperate with you more. I am seeing here that you are receiving or retrieving more as well for what you've done, okay? Because sometimes it could be that, people didn't pay you for that and you're like, I'm not finna get played or taken advantage of. And I totally understand that, but I feel here that there's something here about how you're communicating that, or like what you've told somebody about that, okay, that could be coming through, because I feel like somebody needs to be well aware of this. Because there are statements here and things that would be open to be offensive. Yep, with the Queen of Cups and the Hanged Man in a position here where it is under the Alien. I feel that you have people who would like to make you scapegoat your way out of stuff by like relating it to HR and stuff like that, but people here who may have already had condescending behaviors and attitudes towards you to begin with. If you're experiencing something like that of complication here, I feel like you've already went above them, because it was already a situation that was above them anyway, because they were not somebody here who was properly trained or paying attention during their training in some way, shape, or form. So this is something here where they were unqualified due to their lack of focus. And Taurus, you're not in the mood, the behavior, or the charismatic behavior to act, to pretend with people here who you care about what you do. You care about like your progression and how things play out. You think you believe that things should flow smoothly. You know that oftentimes people complicate things when they don't try to properly pay attention or concentrate in their focuses. So people who tend to do that, they often at times like to give you pushback when you are the fulfillment or the role model, the responsible person. It seems like you're going to get fulfillment in the way in which you choose to take it, because this other road here in the approach is showing that it's very much so not in best alignment as it is. Okay. And I feel here that this is also saying somebody's coming down. Somebody may be in those roles where they're like, there were TV shows about how a boss may dress up and pretend to be like a representative and stuff like that, where they're dressed differently. But I just feel like this person's a little bit more bold than that, because I feel like there's something here about understanding that there have been too many rumors and suggestions, behaviors, forms of this type of like foul play behavior, if I'm explaining it correctly. Like there's been too many things happening like this. And so this is why it's coming in, because you need to know how important you are, that you have been working too hard, doing something that is overburdening and out of your control because of other people and how they haven't been stepping up and they've been missing the mark. Okay, so it is time for you to receive this blessed, important status, this recognition that you deserve, this healing, this empowerment that you deserve. And somebody's providing it to you too. And I'm getting even more than that with the Princess of Wands, the Four of Swords, and the High Priestess. They're saying that they may even provide you with more vacation time or something like that. And I'm also getting here that there's more opportunities for you to engage in creative endeavors for yourself, Taurus. All right. Now, this end week that's coming in for you is going to be very fascinating, because you're going to notice all of this conflict happening around you, but none of it touching you. In this time period, you will need to remember and be mindful of remaining humble, because your overall energy is justice. Okay? And we know when we have this justice energy, how a lot of times people will have you emotionally fooled at times, or they want to try that, right? And they affect your energy when you're in justice, all right? Even in strong, positive, upright justice, all right? There are things, there are things that happen no matter where you are when you're in these major arcanic positions, all right? And that's what I'm seeing here. You've already went through this before, and you're not playing their full role anymore, okay? Now, there lies in all of the slander, the behaviors, wherever this relates to, because for some of you guys, like I said, this isn't your work, all right? This could be your marriage. This could be with a boss. This could be a situation here with a particular company, either your role in it, whatever it may be, all right? I get this vibration here. You may need to be mindful of how others have been coming at you about something here, all right? It's like if you had a relationship where somebody said something with a smart aleck mouth, right? And then they attacked your line of work, like somebody you're dating, you're more in a solidified commitment with, and then they evil-eyed you, had you distracted. So they basically enemied you a long time ago. So you've been screwing your enemy for longer. Have some of y'all been feeling that way? Because I'm not being critical and I'm not nitpicking, but is that somebody's story here? Because if it is, you needed the confirmation. Hey, back up. You're doing too much. Because I also feel like this person isn't fated and they intended to be karmic on purpose. Yeah, and things have been going in, it's because things were going in your favor and they needed good karma and their dharma was not going in a positive direction. They knew it. They may not have completely told the truth about it. Yeah. Six of Cups. Ooh, and their family knew something before they even told them about it. So this is like if their family were traitors to them, did not tell them that they were being like, ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. So then they wanted to moose you off of you to get some of your good luck to steal yours. But they knew by that point. Their intuition knew by that point something was working. They had, hey, don't play yourself. Do not play yourself. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio could be very significant, or Libra could be very significant to this story, Taurus. Whoa. Another Taurus could be very significant, but use your discernment. They may not be somebody that you're romantically involved with. A powerful ally will appear in your life. Welcome them. Oh my goodness, this person took advantage of somebody else like this too. A protective charm will bring you safety and peace. Somebody has a feeling that there was another person here. Maybe they're like this. They may resemble this person. Okay, this wouldn't be my relative. This is showing something different from another reading that I've done. But this is an energy here of somebody who has come through and did something that transpired on another person related to them doing something incorrectly. But they were correct in the way they did it in form or in spirit. And so they got some sort of like karma on somebody that you're connected with, which means that there's something here that they did not completely reveal the truth to you about. A protective charm will bring you safety and peace. You could already have this, or you have something to protect your energy when it comes to things like this, these travesties. It could have been something where you noticed somebody either was close to breaking it, something like that, where it was in a sensitive place, predicament or something like that. Because I'm not attacking, don't want to, you know what I mean? I get this vibe here. Something happened where you were like, or if you notice like you gave it to somebody you shouldn't have, it's giving that vibe of like something changed with it. Yep, and don't worry, like a new beginning is on the horizon. Embrace it. Like, if you're one of those people who like to not cleanse your energy necessarily, and you kind of welcome on everybody else's energy, like that's your belief, that's something that you feel like is best for you and stuff like that. This is one of those things where now you can confirm like that would be an op to you or something, like, because with timing and intuition, I feel like you've known this, or there's something that's been unsettling that you've been aware of, all right? And, you know how to handle that situation for those of you who handle things that way, okay? Because I am seeing somebody's going to start to take things out in a different manner. With joy and humor, enjoy healing laughter. Find threads of joy in your life. Take hold of these threads and follow them. Allow yourself to feel joy and good humor in challenging situations. And divine timing. It says, allow things to unfold. Be patient and have faith. By allowing things to happen in due time, you move in harmony with life. You will be guided when the time is right. Oh, yeah, there was something here. Source may have even told you something about this person with Loki. And communicate. Okay, yeah, I had a feeling there was something with that. Create space for dialogue. You're being called to either facilitate healing or to heal communication with others. Reach out and clear the air, to listen and to speak your truth. You're going to be getting divine favor because somebody just put this bad stigma on you, okay? And I get this vibe here, like, there are people above these people. Even if they wanted to be the ones that were like at the highest to try to do one of those things, there's already been like, there's not rumors, there's truth, or like dated accidents and things like that, incidents, I mean, that have occurred that prove that somebody here who had like power, a manager or something like that, was doing things to other people, even in higher roles, to like take them out, okay? They do stuff to people like that, okay? This is a masculine or a feminine energy, and there's something, somebody keeps saying there's something about their voice, like it sounds like catty, like it's something about the way, the tone of it. Like, for example, mine in comparison, they're saying is like more of a monotone, and that this person is like, they get uncharacteristic in their communication and their vocal tone in comparison, okay? Maybe that'll help you if you're trying to figure out like who it is or something, but they're like they do that, okay? They're more like in those octaves a lot, okay? They like to do a lot of destiny swapping. They've done this on a couple of people. And you may have come across people while this person was trying to directly frame or attack you using other people's bodily forms. And so you were targeting people thinking that they weren't protected, not knowing that this person just really envied or despised you that much, okay? For those of you who have already like done the work to heal these things, you're getting confirmation that whoever was trying to do that to you, they're like getting really bigly in trouble, where they don't have the power that they once did. They don't have the ability to do this like they once did, okay? Because I'm getting this vibration here that somebody like, this is why some of you guys may have stepped away, or this could have been the vibe of like why you are choosing to you know, maneuver the way in which you do, whatever this is for yourself, whatever is being manifested here for like a person here who's doing that type of stuff, because it's horrible. And I feel like somebody has that power, like maybe somebody wants to bless you or shower like your energy in some ways, Taurus, because like they're very tired. Yeah, like they travel long and far to try you. And I'm not playing. Like, unfortunately, I feel like this is one of those things. It affected you. It affected others. I've been there myself. I've had people do that. That bother. You know what I mean? And it's so unnecessary how, like, there's something here about both energies lacking faith. Like, not you, not myself, but like maybe other people in the situation dynamic may have just tried it or whatever. Whatever. It's like you're enjoying your life, okay? And I feel here that a lot of vibes of like people just they can't get you down. You know, they can't be in your predicaments. People who wanted you to care about them, or like wanted to manipulate their biased ways of like even coming to get readings and stuff like that. They don't understand how energy works, but they are really learning very well, okay? Because it's just not cool what they like to do. So Taurus, those were your messages. I feel like this is something where you're going to enjoy having this victory that's coming in. And I feel here, like it says, to remain humble. Maybe tell this person more of the details. They could have hair that is like curlier, wavier, brunette. You know, here and there, it could be a little bit sparse at the top for some of you guys, but not for everybody, okay? But I feel here that this person, they've had enough. They're also working on themselves. They're healing themselves. If you did need to know, like if you're looking at them on the outside and you're like, you know, why they look a little scraggly? They're working very hard. But also you may need to know or understand that they have made some huge improvements, or are healing, and they have some trim in their stomach and things like that. If you did need to know, there could be something important about that, because the place that you may see them, they're going to be in a form of improvement. And this is not to pass judgment, but this is to help you to maybe leave your own judgment or criticism about whoever this person may be behind, okay? Because I feel here that you like people who are progressing, and you've been there before where you went to the wrong person, and you want to make sure that you're going towards somebody in a good caliber or a good position, or somebody here who is not Like, you want to make sure somebody is stable in their mind, because I feel like a lot of people like to lie. It's like when some people like to do bad subliminal manifestation work to try to see if it's working on your tongue and stuff like that, when they're the whole problem the whole time it happened. Okay. So it's like, what a waste of life those people are out there trying though at this point, because I feel like when you have good people like that, you know, and they've also been there too, they want to help people just like you, because they don't like that stuff. So you're breaking chains from people who are like trying to be extremely vulgar and manipulate, maybe people who like to be like behind cameras, and then they try to manipulate like how you film, or like whatever it is like that. Like, just allow that to go away. All right. But anyway, like I said, I pray it relates to you. If it does resonate with you, thumbs up the video, comment down below, like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for tuning in. And well wishes to you. Blessed be in love and light.